Something very interesting is happening in the Middle East. For decades, the world has seen a simple equation. Saudi Arabia has the oil. The United States provides the security. This has been the bedrock of their relationship. What happens when one side feels the other isn't holding up its end? This is exactly Saudi Arabia's situation today. Once confident under an American security umbrella, the kingdom is now looking for new, more reliable partners. It feels vulnerable. That vulnerability is pushing it to make big strategic moves that could reshape regional power. This isn't a small diplomatic shift, it's a rethinking of national security. Why the change? A series of events convince Saudi leaders they can no longer solely rely on the United States. They've seen attacks on their soil go unanswered. They've seen American promises fall short. That created a trust deficit, a gap between promise and delivery. When critical infrastructure is hit and your biggest ally only issues a statement, you question the alliance's foundation. This search for allies responds to a changing world. The United States is looking inward, focused on China, pulling back from its role as the world's policeman. For Saudi Arabia in a volatile region, that's terrifying. Their defense architecture assumed American intervention. With that guarantee shaky, the Saudis must adapt. They ask, who in the neighborhood can we trust to stand with us? Increasingly, the answer is not Washington. To understand the magnitude of this shift, we need to look back at history. The US-Saudi relationship was formally established after World War II, built on a straightforward deal: oil for security. The United States needed a stable supply of oil to power its economy, and its global influence. Saudi Arabia, a young kingdom sitting on the world's largest reserves, needed protection. For decades, this arrangement worked. American military bases dotted the Gulf. The U.S. Navy patrolled its waters. An attack on Saudi Arabia would be seen as an attack on American interests. The famous American security umbrella. A powerful deterrent, it allowed the Saudi monarchy to consolidate power and wealth. Reliance on American military might become the cornerstone of Saudi foreign policy. The kingdom spent hundreds of billions buying advanced American weapon systems, fighter jets, missile defense systems, tanks, and more. The Saudi military was trained by American advisors, structured to operate in tandem with U.S. forces. In any major crisis, Saudi Arabia's first and only call would be Washington. Seeking security from another country was almost unthinkable. The American umbrella was the only option, a pillar of the Saudi state's survival. But over the last decade, cracks appeared. Which brings us to Pakistan. While the world watched Saudi investments and social reforms, a quieter partnership has deepened. The kingdom is looking to Pakistan, a country with something very few nations have: nuclear capability. This isn't just about buying weapons or conducting joint military exercises, it's about securing a deterrent. Protection not tied to a distant superpower's political whims. The Saudis are betting Pakistan's nuclear strength can be the security blanket the American one no longer seems to offer. The relationship between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan is deep-rooted in shared faith and decades of strategic cooperation. But one event, more than any other, cemented Pakistan's importance. In May 1998, Pakistan conducted nuclear tests, becoming the 7th nuclear-armed state and the first in the Muslim world, and sent shockwaves globally. In Riyadh, the reaction was quiet celebration. The development was dubbed the Islamic bomb. For Saudi Arabia, a friendly Islamic nation with the ultimate weapon, was strategic comfort. Saudi Arabia has long been a major financial backer of Pakistan's nuclear program, not charity, a strategic investment. By helping Pakistan build nuclear capability, Saudi Arabia indirectly acquired a deterrent, a long-term insurance policy against regional threats, particularly a potentially nuclear-armed Iran or an aggressive Israel. The 1998 tests changed the Saudi-Pakistani security relationship. This long-standing informal understanding is now being solidified. In recent years, especially in the last few months, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have moved to formalize their defense cooperation. They've signed a new, comprehensive agreement. This isn't just another routine memorandum of understanding. Reports say this pact goes far beyond past arrangements. It covers joint defense production, advanced technology transfer, and a more explicit mutual defense clause. It's a clear signal to the world. The two countries are elevating their strategic partnership, creating a powerful new axis in the region. Riyadh is putting its security diversification plan into concrete action. The impact of this deepening Saudi-Pakistan alliance is already reshaping the geopolitical map of the Middle East. It represents a significant move away from the unipolar, US-dominated security order that has defined the region for half a century. Saudi Arabia's bet on Pakistan's nuclear power is a game-changing move driven by a simple, powerful motive: survival. The sands of the Middle East are shifting once again, and what happens in Riyadh and Islamabad will not stay there.